Hi, I'm Teresa Porter with Riley Blake Designs, and I am with the sales team, and I'm here today to share with you our love of our new Double Lush Velvet. We are so excited to introduce this product to you and show you some great ideas with it. We've had several questions, and hopefully today we'll answer those questions for you. So what we have here is just a piece that I have taken off the bolt, and I've made a square. You don't have to do anything to this. You can keep it just like it is here. It does not fray. Like most minkies or nap fabrics that can continue to pull off, we have that one fray once that initial cut is, and we're done. So we love how simple this is, and it doesn't create a mess. My favorite thing about it, for sure. So here are a couple of other fun ideas that you can do with it. I've taken this print here, and because of the scallop print that it has, I have actually just cut around that. So with that, I did a zigzag. Now, I didn't have to do that. I just wanted to give it more of a finished look. So I did a zigzag on my sewing machine, just right along the inside edge. I will note that if you do something like this, you will want to lengthen your stitch length out with working with the Double Lush, because we don't want it to knot up really easily, because it does have a nap. So really easy to work with that way too. Okay, sample number 2. We have a fun one of our baby panels that is cut from the yardage, and all we did is a simple serged edge around the outside. And what we did here is we did a tight serged edge on this, a 3-thread overlock, very similar to a rolled hem. You don't have to go that tight, but you can see it finishes off really, really nicely. So there's another idea. Or we can take just a regular 3-thread. Now this particular sample, you can see we used a contrasting thread. With the contrasting thread, we actually, you can see it. So you'll want to make sure that it works really well with your complementing fabric. And we've just finished that off with the basic 3-thread. Now I've chosen to keep these square on these finishes, but we could even take it a step further and go rounded corners if we want to. It's very simple, it's very easy to work, and we're going to show you just how easy that is to put together. So we have a serger here today with us. Thank goodness, because they make life a lot easier for us. So what we have here is, everybody's serger is a little bit different, but we all have differential feeds. And on the differential feed, what that means is that our serger has 2 sets of feed dogs. Your front feed dogs will either move faster or slower or the same pace as the back ones. So with the differential feed, which on this particular machine is on the front, if you happen to have another brand of machine, it may be on the inside door. Just open this up and it may be a little knob that you have to loosen and tighten to adjust. It might be on the inside area as well. So find your differential feed on your serger to be able to adjust this. You have, if you keep it at the end, which is neutral, meaning they're moving the same pace, we want to adjust this. We're going to move it up just a few notches, and you're going to play around with this, okay? It may not be the same, what I'm setting for my serger, as it is for yours. So go ahead and do a little test sample. A lot of times I'll take a scrap, just run it through to see how it's going to react. So what I'm going to do is just bump this up to my 1.5 is where I'm going to be. Go one more there. And I have lengthened my stitch length to a 3. So I found that that really works the best. If you do go smaller, maybe a 2.5 is probably the max on the shortness of the stitch length that I would do, just because we want it to be able to move through the machine freely. Okay, so we're going to take our piece here and we're going to do 2 edges squared and we're going to do 2 edges rounded. So what I'm going to do is just turn the machine around and we're going to start sewing. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place the fabric underneath the foot. You can trim or not trim, that's up to you. I find giving it a haircut usually works really well. So what we're going to do is we're going to start sewing. Putting in the power is always a good thing. All right. Okay, we're just going to start sewing. And what you'll notice is that sometimes it starts to bunch up. If that's the case, what I usually do, raise my presser foot, and I want to trim just a little bit as I start going. So we're just going to give it just a little bit, and once it starts to go, we're ready to go, and I can ease right off. Can we see what's happening here? We've got a little bit of gathering happening. That means my differential feed is up too high. So what I'm going to do is bounce it down 1 notch from where I had it. Gonna realign it, and away I go. So we're just gonna serge this all the way through. Here you can see we've got a beautiful edge all the way down. We're gonna come to this corner, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna serge all the way off. I'm gonna create a loop and come back. So here I go. Come back around. We're going to start just a little bit on the inside again because we want to create that where that's gathering just a little bit. Start it off and away we go. All right. This is like a fast afternoon project for you. I love that I can crank out a bunch of baby quilts all in an afternoon and have my stash to go to. It's great. So if you'll notice that time I swept it in front. You could do that as well. This side I have my little loop. So we've ended two different ways. Now what I'm going to do on the next two corners is we're going to start sewing, but we're going to create a curved edge as we come into that edge. So again, we're coming to the corner. So I'm just going to gauge this, and I just want to slightly round this. Now you could take a circle ruler, mark this ahead of time, or a dinner plate of some sort. I personally just like to wing it. So you can be as brave as you want to. But I'm just going to take off roughly about 1.5 inches off that corner. And then the next time I come to the next corner, I know how much I'm taking off as well. Okay, so I'm coming to that corner again, and so about 1.5 inches in is where I'm going for that angle to be taken off. So here I'll take this curve, come around here, and then what you're going to do, because now we're at the ending point, we want to overlap just a little bit. So without trimming the threads, we're just going to ride right along the side, and then we're going to veer off. Okay. And the trick my mom always told me as a serger, you just make a long enough tail, bring it to the front, and there's your scissors built in. It's kind of nice. So we have a nice little tail here that will come back, and we're going to actually take our scissors and we can clean this all up. Look how beautiful that lace. So just like that, we have all 4 edges nicely finished. I can do this side. We're going to clean up those tails that we have. But look how beautiful those edges look, ready to go. So that's how easy it is to use a serger with our new Double Lush Velvet. We hope you give it a try, and we're going to try a few new things for you too.